A cheery morning to you. I left this morning a few minutes ago and I got to the road and didn't go very far. And a SUV came up behind me and alongside me, and the driver started yelling at me that I didn't know where I was going and I was wobbling all over the road, and I knew him. It was all a spoof. I hadn't seen him since late summer. So that was it. That was a nice meeting. And then I went just a little tiny bit further and a fellow came by on his bicycle and he wanted to chat, so we chatted for a little while. And it's good to see people out again and about, and even if we're keeping our safe distance, it just was like always. And then I just got parked here, and suddenly someone said hello to me, and I never even saw the person. She was across the street and down the road a bit, and she was running with her dog. And she just threw a hello over as she went by, which was kind of nice, and it was very cheery. and for the time of year, she didn't have any clothes on. But I guess when you're running, you don't notice that. There was not much on, just a t-shirt and shorts, it looked like. Must have been a bit heavier than that. But anyway, it was nice to see people talking and things. I was thinking about worry. People are worrying a lot. Worry. And I've explained to someone, I said, why are you worrying? Well, because I'm concerned about so-and-so and myself and all that stuff. And I asked the question, well, why worry? Like, who has worry ever helped? In fact, it does harm. It doesn't help. It's not a good thing, and it's not doing you any good. It's not doing the person you're worrying about any good. It doesn't do anybody any good. So why worry? I mean, why worry? What's the point? Then I thought of a scripture. Paul said, do not worry, be anxious for nothing. The Lord is near at hand, be anxious for nothing. Don't worry. But I don't know the exact words, but make your petitions known, make your petitions known to God. Give him your concerns. And the peace of God, which surpasses everything, will keep your hearts and minds safe in Christ Jesus. Don't worry. Make all your concerns known to the Lord, and he will keep you safe. That seems like a lot easier than worrying. I mean, you're doing something with a concern. You're taking it somewhere and giving it to someone else to handle. But then, about 3 days ago, I heard a teaching on something different. But it made so much sense, and I think it applies to worry too. And it was this one fella, he was praying, Lord, help me to obey. Help me to obey. And the teaching was, that's wrong. You don't pray and ask God to help you obey. You obey first, and then all the help you need comes after. And I thought of that, and it's true in everything. If the command is don't worry, then don't worry. Once you've obeyed the command, then all the grace needed to handle the situation just flows to you. It was obedience first. And then probably the help you're going to ask for is going to take a whole different line of need. Anyway, that's what I was thinking. About 3 days ago, it was a casual thing. I was at home and there was this loud bang. And I thought, well, someone just fired a shot, which is not usual in town. Happens. Sometimes it's in the mountains and it just echoes through the town, but it's not hunting season. I don't think it is. It was unusual to hear a rifle sound in the spring. But this morning, as I was going along, I met a fella in the park right behind me. He'd found what looked like a pen on the grass. So he picked it up and he put it in his pocket and he took it to the gas station and he showed it to someone there, and he didn't know what it was either. And he was playing with it and trying to figure out what it was, because it wasn't a pen. It had some of the same things as a pen, but it was not a pen. And then he pushed a button on top and he turned it a bit or something like that. Turned it a bit and pushed the button on top. And the thing took off. It went up like a rocket. And exploded. I never heard of such a thing. He said it was a bear banger. Scare the bear away. Oh my goodness, that must have been a surprise to him. I've heard of bear bangers, I just didn't know what they were. Anyway, someone dropped it in the park for some reason. I wonder if bears have people bangers. Or maybe they just growl. That works. That works pretty good. Oh my. Well, anyway, good morning. Cheery day. Bye for now.